レクイエム。
Alright, what's good? Here's the thing. I saw on Twitter that they was talking about announcing a new Xenoverse, and it was like just somebody paid, so it's probably like it probably was cap. Probably was a big old lie. But it got me thinking though, to be honest. It got me thinking. I think Xenoverse is like at the best time to make an appearance right now. I mean, like literally the best time. I feel like there's so much content out right now that it's just begging for a new game. At this point, I feel like it's so much content that if they don't make a new game right now and they get more content in the future, it's gonna feel like the game kind of fell off. Because obviously the stuff like with Moro and I believe his name is Gas, whatever the new guy is, that stuff is specifically not in the anime right now. So that'll probably be like DLC, as like DLC packs. To be truthfully honest, for me, I think that Xenoverse would be great starting from Xenoverse 3 in general. And this kind of goes along with Kakarot, to be honest. Like a Kakarot Super version would have a lot more content now. Because in the age of Super, we have a lot of content now. But I know me, man. I can't really force it. If people don't really want to get a Xenoverse 3, they're cool with just getting the continuous DLC updates from Xenoverse 2. I understand that. I respect that. I really do. But for me personally, I need to have this newer content, yo. I really do. Because I don't know if you guys know, but spoiler alert for the movie, there's actually a new form for Gohan and for Piccolo. And it's been pretty much put everywhere. Everybody sees this new form. It looks absolutely ridiculous. Like in a good way, it looks cool. From what I've seen, I think they said Gohan was the strongest. I think it was confirmed by the creator, but I'm not too sure about that one. But to be honest, it looks absolutely amazing. I'm so curious to see what that movie's gonna do. A lot of people kind of hated on it in the beginning because it was CG, you know, and they didn't really care for it. But I'm be honest, Goku's form, Gohan's form leaking was probably like the best thing that movie could have ever done. I mean, they didn't leak it, but that was probably the best thing they could ever did with the movie. I feel like it got a lot more fans interested in watching it. I know people right now that don't really watch anime and watch things like that, and they saw that white Gohan form because they know about Dragon Ball Z. Well, gray, silver, I think, Gohan form, and they just are kind of excited to see the movie now. Even though they don't specifically like anime, they might watch Dragon Ball Z, and everybody hates how Gohan was done in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. So this breathes new life. To be honest, it breathes way too much life. Because we have, like I said, we have Moro coming, and we have the other guy coming. So Moro is going to be a very big DLC thing, I'm thinking. Because I'm pretty sure they're not going to cover from Link to Moro. They might, because I think Super is kind of like thin in terms of material. But not really. Because if they started in the beginning of Super, you would have the Beerus fight. You know, I think they need to drop the old Dragon Ball Z story, and you don't really have to worry about that anymore. It just worries specifically about Super. We have the Beerus fight, you know, Beerus comes down, we learn about Susan God and stuff, and then we have the fight against Frieza, which was another movie adapted, and that's gonna be a big plot thing. And then we have like the Rose, Goku, and Black and Zamasu, that's a whole thing. The Universe 6 versus Universe 7 thing, that could be something that's really interesting. And from there on, you know, the Tournament of Power, which was a really big event in the anime universe, going through all of that and stuff, and having like dedicated story mode for that, trying to like save, you know, trying to save Goku, let Goku become Ultra Instinct because there's somebody that jumped into the Tournament of Power and stuff. And with it being on newer systems like maybe PS5 or Xbox Series, they could definitely add a little bit more like power behind the engine, you know, in terms of like remaking the whole thing, because it's not a bad game at all. Like in terms of gameplay, it's actually solid. I actually do love it, to be honest with you, but I think it always can be improved on. I think specifically Tournament of Power ending could be pretty good, and then you would move on to something like Broly, and Broly would be an interesting like little campaign after the campaign. To be honest, I don't know specifically what I would do with GT in terms of like Xenoverse 3, but I do agree this could be amazing. Seeing Goku and Vegeta fight against Moro, Vegeta being able to become very, very strong, I think that could be great. Like, this is all stuff I definitely want to see into the series. Now, let me ask you guys a question. How long do you think Xenoverse 2 gonna last, to be honest? I think we definitely need another game in the trilogy. I don't think they should stop at 2. I think they should continue going, cut the losses with 2, and just continue to go on with 3, and just, you know, just build like a newer game. Because the game is in itself, Xenoverse 2 has been out for a minute, and it's been receiving constant updates, free updates, and DLC, which, to be honest, a lot of games don't get that. So I guess if you're a fan of like Xenoverse, I guess you should be grateful. But to be honest, I would rather just much like a newer game. I feel like I've done most of everything I can do in that game. And every time I hop on a DLC, to go up there and like play a couple missions or whatever. I'm pretty much just wiping these missions out. Some of them are actually really difficult and challenging. That's cool, but I'm pretty much just doing these missions and being done with it. I'm really curious to see like new raids and stuff. I actually did like the raiding system. I hope that they do make Content City probably bigger, to be honest. I feel like in the Dragon Ball universe, they definitely want a bigger overworld city. To be honest, I really would love like a Dragon Ball Online type of thing where there's like different hubs you can travel to and a lot of like interesting stuff like that. That'd be cool to see Dragon Ball Online come back, but in a new light. But all in all, man, if they don't decide to do a Xenoverse 3 or a Kakarot 2, I really can't be mad. Xenoverse 2 gave me a lot of enjoyable memories, and I can understand why people may still be buying stuff for it and paying for the DLC and stuff. I can understand, to be honest. It's a great game. It's always going to be a great game. So with that being said, guys, let me know, do you like Xenoverse 1 or 2? To be honest, somebody kind of got into like not an argument. We was talking about Xenoverse, and they was talking about how they really like Xenoverse 1 over 2, and I understand because Xenoverse 2 basically felt like the same game, but with a bigger Content City. So, like I said, vastly do something different for Xenoverse 3, make us start in Super, so we don't have to go through all the Dragon Ball Z stuff again that we don't really want to do. At least speaking for myself. With that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.